Hey everybody, welcome back to Vegas Weekly for Saturday, April 24th, 2021. Today we talk all about the first new strip resort in over a decade. It's all about Resorts World today, right after this. Yeah, that's right. Today's show is going to be all about Resorts World, nothing else. Even our Vegas tip is going to be kind of about Resorts World. That'll be coming up shortly. We also have the return of PJ as the one and only Cocktail of the Week mixologist, and that is also coming up real soon. You know, ever since November the 1st, 2006, when we said goodbye to the Stardust, we've been waiting for something to take its place. Stardust got imploded just a few months later in March of 2007. And at that time, we were all waiting for Boyd to build the fabulous Echelon place. And then the economy went south. And the skeleton of what was to be Echelon Place would sit and mock us for many years to come. Eventually, the property was acquired by Genting Corporation and announced plans to build a fabulous new resort called Resorts World, and it seemed like that might never happen. But it has happened. It is nearly complete, and we found out this week it's going to open up on June the 24th of this year. That's like literally 2 months away. So we're going to tell you what we know about Resorts World today, and it's a lot of really cool information. One thing we know is that this is not going to be cheap, but is any new property anywhere in Las Vegas cheap? We saw the room rates out of Circa those first few nights in December, and I suspect Virgin, although I didn't really check, but I know the rates there were pretty high as well right out the door, and that's to be expected. I took a look at the room rates over the first month or two for you earlier today. The first night that they're accepting reservations is the 25th, so I don't know whether they're opening up like late on the 24th, and the hotel isn't going to be open until the 25th. But the prices over that weekend are like $359 that Friday night and $389 on Saturday. Now, as you look towards the month ahead, with the exception of the 4th of July weekend, which seems to be blacked out, so I guess it's completely booked. I don't know. Midweek prices range from, let me refer back to my cheat sheet here, range from about $159 to $219 over the first 6 weeks or so, and on the weekends typically you're looking at $229 to $259. So pricey, but not completely outrageous, you know, compared to say its neighbors Wynn or Encore, which I suspect might frequently be close to that range as well. Just if you're wondering, yes, there's a resort fee. It is $45 a night. Now, those are for the least expensive rooms. The hotel proper at Resorts World is all going to be operated by Hilton, which is interesting because that's the same company that's actually doing the hotel proper at Virgin as well. So if you're a Hilton Rewards member, you've got 2 new properties in Las Vegas to try to connect with. But there are actually sort of 3 hotels on site. The largest, of course, is simply going to be the Hilton. And that's where you can typically get the least expensive of the rates available. But there are 2 additional sort of boutique hotels within a hotel on site. The first of which is Conrad. And I think there are quite a number of Conrad hotels around the country, but I didn't do a lot of legwork to check that out. But it's definitely a brand that is known. And then there's another, even more sort of exclusive boutique subdivision called Crockford's. The Crockford rooms that I could tell even midweek were in the 300 plus range. So clearly that's going to be the most expensive of the 3 hotels within a hotel. Now, if you're looking for something to eat, Resorts World will not let you down. Looking at the website, there are 7 restaurants which are described as sort of their signature restaurants. There is a sort of street food-like food court which features another 18 different sort of food options. Now these are all, it's called the Famous Food Street Eats. And most all of these are Asian-themed restaurants. And it is modeled after sort of a street bazaar in Asia. So that's there. You also have 8 casual dining spots, as they're referred to, as well as 5 sort of quick eats locations. Now, I didn't recognize any of these restaurants as being anywhere else in Las Vegas. I did not honestly recognize any of these restaurants. This is not the sort of format where I'm going to spend 20, 30 minutes going through each and every one of those for you. But certainly a wide variety. Now, I will let you know that of the Quick Eats properties, there is a Starbucks. So there you go, PJ. You can stay here. It's okay. You can get your fix. But yeah, there also lists 8 different bars, different casino bars, lobby bars, etc., etc. There is a retail space on site that's referred to as the District, and has that typical mix of sort of upscale kind of boutique shopping that most of us will simply walk by and go, I could never afford that. But they're going to have some of that as well. Now, if you've been following any of the Resorts World information online over the past week or so, or even before that, there's going to be quite a selection of entertainment and entertainers on site. First of all, there's going to be a day club referred to as AU or IU. I don't know, AYU. That should be open shortly. And then this fall, there will be a nightclub called Zouk, Z-O-U-K. They have 2 celebrity DJs. Sorry, we almost tipped over the camera there. 2 celebrity DJs on site that you may have heard of if you're the sort of person that's into EDM and such. We have Zedd and Tiesto. Even I've heard of Tiesto. They will be appearing frequently at these nightclubs, day clubs. So you can actually book tickets for a number of their appearances already if you go to the Resorts World website. In addition, there is a venue on site called Theater at Resorts World, and it is promising to host arguably the most impressive array of musical performers anywhere in Las Vegas, most notably Celine Dion, who is once again returning to the stage in Las Vegas in order to save the city. There have been rumors about that for quite some time, that she had been consulting with them in terms of the theater and whether it met her satisfaction. And so she'll apparently be appearing there, but she's not the only one. We also have Carrie Underwood, Luke Bryan, Katy Perry, all are expected to appear on the stage at the theater there. About a 5,000 seat venue, as I have read. So definitely that's going to be big time news. So again, that's what we know about Resorts World. It's nestled right there between next to Circus Circus, kind of diagonally across the street from Encore. And this is really just the first phase. Now, I say it's just first phase. Originally, the project had much more sort of grandiose ambitions than what we have seen come to fruition over the last few years. And there is plans to continue to build onto this resort and add pieces to it over the course of the next few years. But of course, all of that is sort of subject to change and subject to whether or not the property is successful. But I suspect it will be. And again, that's just 2 months from today that we will see the opening of Resorts World. So hopefully that information has helped you make a decision about whether to visit, which of course you should. But we do have a little caveat that we're going to share with you in the Vegas Tips segment in just a minute. But first, we're going to welcome back our friend PJ, who is back with another cocktail of the week. We're happy to have him back, so say hello to PJ and take it away, my friend.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another fabulous episode of Cocktail of the Week with your host, another professional bartender, PJ. Let's watch and see what fabulous cocktail PJ is whipping up for us today.
John, it's so great to be back. Thank you very much again for that fabulous introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, so glad to be back here on Cocktail of the Week. But before we get started, I just want to do a shout out to my good friend Vino of 60 Second Cocktails for filling in while I was gone. And looks like he's going to be a regular mixologist here on Cocktails of the Week, coming on every couple of weeks. Or maybe he'll take over. I do not know. But as you watch this, I just want to say I am currently in Las Vegas, even though I'm standing right here in front of you on your laptops, computer screens, iPhones, Androids, whatever you're watching this show on. Today's cocktail is going to be the Genie. And I am hoping and praying that the Genie is bringing me some good luck in Las Vegas. So let's get started right into it, shall we? 4 ingredients: coconut rum, peach schnapps, blue curacao, pina colada mix. We're going to be making that in our snifter glass. We're going to be using some crushed up ice. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to put it in our shaker, shake it up. And then, of course, it's going to go in this belly. So let's get started, shall we? First thing we need is my Elevated Craft shaker. I love this shaker. Pop that off. Next, we're going to need my measuring cup. And, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to put in some ice in our glass to get started here. Let that cool while we're making the cocktail. All right, that's good for right now. So while that's chilling, let's bring the Elevated Craft in front and center. First thing we're going to do is 2 ounces of coconut rum. I'm using Parrot Bay. I'm almost done with this. And like I said in the past, if you guys have been watching, Parrot Bay, if you like your coconut rum sweet, this is the way to go. I know most popular is the Malibu coconut rum, which is absolutely delicious as well. And I believe, if you look down here, I have a bottle waiting to be opened. Waiting to be opened. Next, only a 1/2 ounce of peach schnapps. 1/2 ounce of peach schnapps, which I am running out of. We're going to need to hit the liquor store and pick up another bottle of this lovely spirit. Next, a little blue curacao. Only a 1/2 ounce of this as well. That's going to give it that nice blue color, I hope. I'm sure it is. It's the only colored spirit we're putting in here. And we'll drop that right down there. Last but not least, give it a good shake. I've got the pre-mixed pina colada mix, which I've used before, and this stuff is fantastic. Fantastic. 2 ounces of our pina colada mix. And pour that in there like so. Once again, quick shout out to my good buddy Vino, 60 Second Cocktails. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please check him out. As you saw last week, he is a very talented man. Very talented man indeed. And of course, if you have not subscribed to Vegas Tips and Tricks, get on it. We're trying to get John to 10,000 subscribers. More on that momentarily. All right. Let's bring our star attraction here front and center. Let's commence the shaking. Let me get my Elevated Craft. They're not sponsoring this by any means, but this is a great little shaker. Oh, someone's pinging me. Who could that be? Interrupting my show like this. I don't think it's John. One more quick shake. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to pouring this puppy. Ooh, man, that smells so good. We are looking for a nice blue genie. And I believe the genie is going to work out just fine. Close that up. We did leave a little bit of room for a little bit more ice. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to pop a straw in that. I have no garnish, but if you want to garnish this, I guess you could use a peach, maybe a fresh peach. Alrighty, the moment you've all been waiting for. At least I've been waiting for. John, have you been waiting for this moment? Thank you. I thought you might be. We're going to taste this puppy right now. But first, John, cheers to you, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, cheers to you all. And now, to me. Ooh, that's a keeper. That is a keeper. I've made a lot of sweet drinks on this show and my PJ's Cocktail Show. And this one's right up there with it. I got to put it in the top 10. This is a very good drink. You can definitely taste the coconut rum, the peach schnapps. Pina colada is probably the stronger of the four liquids that are in this drink. But ladies and gentlemen, if you have these ingredients, coconut rum, peach schnapps, blue curacao, and any kind of pina colada mix, go to your refrigerator, go to your bar, make this drink right now. John, I know you're a vodka guy, but my friend, this is very, very tasty. It's called the Genie. John, ladies and gentlemen, Vino, if you're watching, as always, please leave a thumbs up. Write a comment down below. Hit that subscribe button. We are still trying to get John to 10,000 subscribers. I can only do it with all of you. Tell 2 friends, have them tell 2 friends. Tell 5 friends and have them tell 5 friends. Let's get it out there, ladies and gentlemen. This is some great stuff. Great. Our Facebook page, I think, has got, what, 50,000 people in it now, John? We need to get all those people subscribed. All right. With that, ladies and gentlemen, please, as always, please drink responsibly. And maybe I'll see you in Vegas next time. Next time? Yeah, who knows? Cheers again. We're out of here. John, back to you. Gosh, this is really good. This is really good. Las Vegas, Las Vegas.
Thank you for watching Vegas Weekly and Cocktails of the Week. Stay tuned for another fabulous cocktail coming up soon.
Okay, PJ, thanks once again for your contribution. That looks good. Who doesn't like a blue drink? There's just not enough blue food in the world. So just add some blue curacao to everything you drink for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because then your food will be blue and you will not be blue. So thanks for that. That does look good. If I ever accumulate those ingredients, I'll have to check it out. I do. It has been a couple of months ago that PJ did a very simple cocktail, which was vodka, pineapple juice, and orange juice. And I had been doing that as sort of my nightly sort of cocktail the last week or so. It's very good. I can't remember what it was called, but I bet PJ could let us know on the next episode, because I'm sure he'll watch this, well, eventually. He's in Vegas right now, so he's a little bit busy, but I'm sure he'll get around to checking it out at some point here in the next couple of weeks. Speaking of the next couple of weeks, I did find out today, not too long ago, that the little adapter connector thing that I need to hook my phone to my new microphone has arrived and is now in stock. So I will pick that up from the store tomorrow, and we'll probably do a little bit of some kind of test over the weekend, but we are still on board to do the podcast on Monday. I will warn you, those of you who are long-time subscribers to the channel, it's going to kind of be a really basic introduction to who I am, to who Vegas Tips and Tricks is, and so it may not have a lot of content that's particularly new and exciting for you, but once we get that up, I'll definitely post that in our community page, and I hope that you will download it and check it out. Fun listening for when you're on the go. Speaking of on the go, everybody likes to check out the latest and greatest places. But history tells us something, and that is that if you decide that you're going to go stay at a hotel, particularly a large resort property, when it opens up, you're going to experience problems. I know Cosmopolitan, which I think is the last major strip resort, they were struggling to get things right for months on end. I think the city center properties as well, Aria and Vdara, struggled a bit out of the gate. I know when Palazzo and Encore opened up, there were issues. It is not surprising because you can't really train someone enough for them to handle suddenly thousands and thousands of guests. It's one thing if you open a motel with 30 rooms, but we're talking about thousands and thousands of rooms. And so it's likely that if you happen to be paying that $359 or $389 over that first weekend, that you're going to experience some glitches, some delays, some problems that I would just as soon not experience. So my tip today is anytime you hear about a new hotel opening, go check it out. Check out the restaurants, check out the casino, get the lay of the land, but don't stay there right away because almost inevitably you're going to run into problems. Now, Circa, I think, did a pretty good job, but again, they only, I think, have about 500 rooms right now. And if you remember when they first opened up, they kind of let people check in 2 or 3 days early, which really stretched out that check-in time. And I think that really helped them avoid some of those problems. But again, you're now talking about a property in Resorts World with thousands of rooms. And like I said, there's just really no way to prepare for that. Whether it's human or technical, things inevitably go wrong. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope Resorts World is the exception to this rule, but typically that's the case. So be cautious, and I would say just wait a little while. The room rates will come down, and you're more likely to have a seamless, enjoyable experience. Speaking of seamless, enjoyable experiences, it's always good to connect up with all of you every week here on Vegas Weekly. We're doing the podcast this week, so I don't know what sort of a Wednesday show we're going to have. We might talk about that a little bit, or maybe we'll go sightseeing a little bit. I've been thinking maybe there's a couple of places around Lawrence that might be fun to show you all. So we might do that, and we might not have a show at all. But either way, we'll let you know. Again, follow us in our community tab, and we'll keep you up to date there, and also we'll keep you up to date on the Facebook group. We hit 18,000 the other night. I think we have like another 250 members just in the last couple of days. So we're growing like crazy over there. Would encourage you, if you are checking out this video referenced from the Facebook group, as PJ said, give us a click, give us a like, hit the comment button, tell us what you think, and hopefully subscribe. It costs you nothing. It helps us immeasurably. So, all right. So until next week sometime, hope that you have a great, lucky, and healthy week. We will see you soon. Bye-bye.